What if I told you the American dream of homeownership is completely broken and I found a way to actually fix it? Not a hack, not a workaround, not some real estate investing guru scheme, a real legitimate licensed path to making home ownership affordable again. And I am living proof that when you truly believe in something, you go all in. Let me take you back to the moment this obsession started. I kept watching people get priced out of the market, good, hardworking people who did everything right, saved their money, maintained solid credit, and still could not afford to buy a home. Meanwhile, traditional stick-built construction costs kept climbing, labor shortages, material inflation, endless permit delays. The system was failing regular families, and nobody seemed to have a real answer. That lit a fire inside me that I genuinely could not put out. So I started researching, deep dives, late nights, weekends gone. I needed to understand why housing was becoming untouchable for so many Americans. And the more I learned, the more one solution kept rising to the top. Modular construction. Not mobile homes, not trailers, not manufactured housing with a bad reputation from decades ago. We're talking about precision-engineered, factory-built modular homes constructed to the same building codes as any traditional home on the market, placed on permanent foundations, and financed just like conventional housing. The value proposition is undeniable because modular homes are built in a controlled factory environment. Material waste drops dramatically. Weather delays disappear. Construction timelines shrink from months down to weeks in many cases. Quality control improves because the same skilled workers build the same components in consistent conditions every single day. All of that efficiency gets passed directly to the buyer in the form of a lower price tag. That is the gap in the market that I saw so clearly, and that gap represents real families who deserve real homes. So here's what I actually did about it. I did not just research this and talk about it. I did not make a mood board or write a business plan that collected digital dust. I went and built the infrastructure to make this happen from the ground up. I formed a company. I became the licensed dealer. I signed a dealer agreement with a reputable manufacturer whose product I generally believe in and would put my own family inside. And most recently, I completed the coursework that qualifies me to sit for the individual builder's license exam. The last part is huge, and I want you to understand why. Because becoming a licensed builder changes everything about what I can offer. Right now, I can help clients select and purchase a modular home. But once I have that builder's license, I can take a client from raw land all the way through to the move-in day, site acquisition, land preparation, foundation work, utility connections, final placement, and completion. The full journey. That is not just a service upgrade. That is a completely different business model that creates genuine, lasting affordability for the people I serve. Think about what that means for a first-time home buyer. Instead of competing in a brutal real estate market, paying a premium for someone else's outdated kitchen and deferred maintenance, they get a brand new home. Energy efficient, modern finishes, built to their specifications, on land they own, at a price point that actually makes financial sense. That combination is rare. In most markets right now, it is nearly impossible through traditional channels. The path makes it possible. This path makes it possible. And I want to be honest with you because this channel is built on transparency. This is not easy. Becoming a licensed builder requires real commitment. The coursework is serious. The exam is rigorous. The regulatory landscape varies by state, and you have to understand local zoning laws, land use restrictions, and permitting processes. None of this is a shortcut. But that is exactly why it works as a business model. The barrier to entry filters out people who are not serious, which means clients who find someone like me get expertise they can actually trust. The market timing on this is also impossible to ignore. Interest rates have kept many buyers on the sidelines. Existing home inventory remains tight in most regions. New construction from major builders is often priced out of reach for moderate income families. Meanwhile, land in suburban and rural areas is still accessible at reasonable prices in many parts of the country. Stack modular construction efficiency on top of accessible land and you have a genuine solution to a very real crisis. That is not hype, that is math. Here's where this journey gets really exciting for me personally. Every step I have taken has been intentional and sequential. Form the business entity, get licensed as a dealer, align with the right manufacturer, complete the builder's education requirement, take the exam, get the license, then start turning raw parcels of land into communities of affordable homes for families who need them. Each milestone builds on the last, and right now I am standing at the edge of the most important one. I am sharing all of this because I believe in radical transparency about the process. If you are watching this and you are curious about modular construction and about building a business in this space, about affordable housing as an opportunity, or even just about what it looks like to go all in on something you believe in, I want this channel to be a resource for you. I am going to document everything: the exam prep, the first land deals, the first builds, the wins and the setbacks. Because here's the truth: affordable homeownership is not a charity project. It's a viable, scalable business model when you build the right infrastructure around it. I have done the work to build that infrastructure. Now is time to execute. Now it is time to execute. If you want to follow this journey in real time, hit subscribe and turn on notifications right now, because the next chapter starts immediately. The exam is coming, the first deal is coming, and the first family getting the keys to a home they actually own because of this model, that moment is coming too. Do not miss it. Click on the link in the description. Click on the link in the description to start now.